high school football show in Virginia. The tradition continues. Friday Night Flights starts now.
And after last night's rainstorm washed out 5 games at the beach, the defending region champions came back tonight to prove they are still in the playoff hunt. An upset in the Peninsula District as 2 longtime rivals meet. A defending state champion was beaten, and there were 4, that's right, 4 overtime games. What a night for Friday Night Flights. Hi, everybody, I'm Bruce Rader. The defending regional champions from Bayside were shocked in week 1 when they were upset by Salem, but tonight Bayside took on unbeaten Ocean Lakes. The game was tied at 7 with under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Bayside's quarterback, Deion Stitt, floats one right into the hands of future Virginia Cavalier Anthony Cooper. UVA fans have to love that. Bayside can also play some good defense. Watch the end. Daquan Lee, he strips the ball, he picks it up, and will take it down to the 1-yard line. It led to an easy score. Bayside led 19-7 at the half. But Ocean Lakes was not about to give up as they roar back and cut the lead to 5 on this great 45-yard touchdown run by Jordan Bobo. Look at him go, diving into the end zone. But back comes Bayside. The Marlins are going to drive down the field. And on 4th and goal from the 3, Coach Darnell Moore goes for it, and it's Taquan Mazzell busting over for the game clincher. 131 yards and 2 touchdowns for Taquan Mazzell, and Bayside is back with a big 26-21 win over Ocean Lakes. Now to Darling Stadium in Hampton, where the Hampton-Bethel rivalry is one of the best in the area, and Hampton usually gets the best of the Bruins. But tonight, it would be all Bethel Bruins. Running back Junior Shepard scores from the 3 to put the Bruins up 13-0. And it was the Bruins' smothering defense that shut down the Hampton Crabbers offense, and I mean all night long, causing one of 2 Hampton fumbles that would lead to another Bethel score. 4th and goal from the 3, Frank Brown connects to Rashad Proctor for the touchdown. Get this, Bethel shuts out Hampton tonight 20-0. You saw it. Unbeaten Grassfield tonight, visiting Great Bridge. Grassfield's Isaiah Harper is going to take the quick pitch from the quarterback, Blake LaRussa, and the Grizzlies break the ice right before the half. This is the first possession of the second half. Great Bridge comes back with some power running by the senior Adriel Mays for their first score, but they miss the extra point. Grassfield still leads 7-6, 4th quarter, the home team with the momentum. Brian Beer fakes the handoff, walks this one in to give the Wildcats the lead for the first time in the game, 12-7. But there's still time on the clock for the Grizzlies in great field position. LaRussa finds his man, Austin Johnson, in the end zone. Grassfield remains unbeaten with a final score of 15-12. Oh my, what a night. And joining us tonight on Friday Night Flights, we're keeping her up late tonight, Katie Collette. Katie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Bruce. Great to be here. Great to fly in Chopper 10 all over Hampton roads, including that big game in Chesapeake between Grassfield and Great Bridge.
It was a good one.
Oh, absolutely. Always a great crowd at Great Bridge, especially when the Wildcats face off against a fellow Chesapeake school. In this case, a pretty big rival, and let me tell you, we saw all kinds of craziness both on and off the field and in the stands tonight.
We have a great relationship with the schools, and many of the kids are really good friends. So I guess it's one of our rivals, but it's just a good football night, good night for football, right?
Oh yeah, it's a crazy rival. Oh man, it's a crazy game, crazy game.
Do you dress like this regularly?
Oh yeah, every Friday night, every home game. We love Great Bridge.
The students tell me, rival or not, they take their football very seriously, so you can bet Yellow Man and Banana Man, who you may have seen, will make appearances at most home and away games.
All right, let's head back to the Peninsula.
Sounds great. Perennial playoff contender Woodside in action against Warwick.
Yes, that is a good game. Now, keep in mind, Warwick almost snapped Phoebus's 45-game winning streak a couple of weeks ago. Tonight, Woodside wearing their black jerseys, and they were up 21-7 in the 3rd quarter. Look at the good crowd on hand at Todd Stadium in Newport News. I was there at 6 o'clock. Let's start things off. Warwick trying to make a comeback. Quarterback Josh Flash Butler to the senior Charles Davis for the first down and then some. And then the junior quarterback, Butler, looking good, converting to the 6'4" senior Julian Crosby, who gets the touchdown and closes out Woodside's lead 7. Now, fourth quarter, Work junior running back Carden Jackson showing some speed, finds the corner of the end zone, and we are tied up at Todd Stadium. What about Woodside? Can these guys play under pressure? The quarterback, Donnell Lewis, finds the tight end, Justin McFadden, and look at McFadden fly. And he is going to leap for the pylon, and Woodside takes the lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go on to a 28-21 victory. Now, let's head back to the beach, where little Emily was cheering the first Colonial Patriots to a win over Green Run. We're going to pick it up in the first quarter. Tonight, Green Run looking to pass. He goes back. He throws, but it's picked off by Darren DeRoche. Later, the first Colonial Patriots would go to their run game and check out the second effort by Martin Gross, the senior running back. Stopped at the line, but bounces outside, and Gross is going to take it to the house. First Colonial tops Green Run in double overtime. That's right, 2 overtimes, 27-20.
That is amazing. More finals from the beach. Lansdowne with a shutout win over Princess Anne. Kellam by 13 over Tallwood for the Knights' first win of the season. And it was Cox 39-0 over Kempsville. Big win for the Falcons.
A big win indeed. Now in Norfolk, the Maury Commodores hosting the Lakeland Cavaliers. Lakeland in white. Fourth down for quarterback Zach Super, and he is super as he launches it to 25 yards to Anquan Peterson for the first score of the game. Lakeland back on offense, but this time Super is going to get flushed out of the pocket. Picked off by Maury's Demetrius Stallings. Stallings takes it all the way into the end zone for the pick 6. Commodores lead 7-6. More Commodore defense. The snap goes over Super's head. And there for the scoop and score is John Young. And just like that, Maury leads 15-6. Now, unfortunately, quarterback Zach Super hurt his knee on that play. So in comes Raekwon Johnson. He takes it in for the Lakeland score, one of his 3 touchdowns on the ground tonight. Lakeland rallies for the win. They are undefeated, 3-0. And keep in mind, Lakeland didn't win a single game last season. Let's go back to Chesapeake. Western Branch in blue. C.J. Thomas is going to air it out to Willie Ponder. A 30-yard pass. Willie runs right into your living room, and C.J. isn't finished. Nobody open? No problem. C.J. Thomas rolls out, takes it in himself. But Hickory, after losing big to Lakeland last week, would not lose 2 in a row. They come back, trying the running game. Conley Smith runs it up the middle. And then Terrence Gray is going to run it as well. And they will come back and beat Western Branch tonight 35-34. That game also went into overtime. What an exciting night of high school football in Hampton Roads. So another wild one in Chesapeake. Katie, you were there for part of that game.
Yeah, I certainly was. We could feel the school spirit as soon as we landed at Western Branch. The team worked hard, the band was rocking, and the fans, well, let's just say the cooler weather didn't scare them away. Take a look at the crowd we found proudly displaying their school colors in their own unique way. So why paint instead of, I don't know, maybe a sweatshirt?
Because we are super fans. And super fans don't get cold. Super fans don't get cold.
What do you think of everybody else who's all bundled up?
Therefore, they're not super fans. We're going to try to use spray paint next time. This paint didn't work too well.
So you're learning through the whole thing?
Yeah, it's a win-lose process.
Now, those super fans tell me it's their goal to get the crowd pumped up for every game, no matter how cold it is outside.
Still to come on Friday Night Flights, we check in with action from the Bay Rivers District, including a showdown between old rivals York and Tab.
And Shopper 10 lands in Norfolk for a stop at Lake Taylor High School for the Titans game against the Wilson Presidents.
We're the Woodside Cheerleaders. Don't go away. Bruce and Katie will be right back with more Friday Night Flights.
The Marching Wolverines of Woodside High School, under the direction of Brian Austin, they are the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
And they are excellent. You can log on to wavy.com for all things Friday Night Flights, the Band of the Week, slideshows, the top 10 plays. It is all on wavy.com.
All right, Katie, where are we headed next?
Let me tell you, as you can tell by our new graphics behind us, the next stop, Lake Taylor High School in Norfolk. While the players worked hard for that win on the field, we met someone on the sidelines working just as hard, Meet Charles Clayton. He'll be coming up here in just a second. There he is, a graduate of Lake Taylor and a special needs student, by the way. He's turning 30 soon, and since graduating, he's been at football practice every day of every football season, getting the team ready to hit the field.
I'm trying to give it back to the kids since I was a football player, so I like doing what I do.
He wears his red and white very proudly, and he just likes to help anybody. All of our kids. He assists in the weight room. He assists with the pregame meal. He comes out here on the field.
And Charles tells me his goal is to help the team win that state championship ring. As for the game, Lake Taylor wins big over Wilson, 52-19.
Wow, big offense. Time to check in with the Bay Rivers District.
Always a spirited atmosphere in the Bay Rivers.
And tonight, no exception, as Tab took on York. To Bailey Field we go. The fans excited about Friday Night Flights. Look at that crowd.
They are.
Tab wearing black. There was a little to be excited about for Tab tonight. This game was all York. The defense was tough for York tonight. Check out this takedown by the big defensive tackle, Johnny Cruz. 325-pound Cruz all over the 150-pound freshman running back, Brent Henson. Quarterback Alex Johnston finds Logan Balder. Balder breaks 2 tackles, then breaks away for the first down. Check out his speed. Same series, Balder gets the ball again. This time he finds the end zone for the touchdown. York wins easily over Tab tonight, 36-0. Elsewhere in the Bay Rivers District, a huge upset. Huge. Look at this. Warhill, the new kid on the block, with a 13-7 win over the Division III state champions from Poquoson. Also Lafayette over Bruton in overtime. 4 overtime games tonight. Smithfield with the big win over Jamestown. Churchland taking on GW Danville, and this was a nail-biter all the way to the end. Third quarter, Churchland in black. Malek Sexton rolls out of the pocket. Hits James Riddick for the scoring strike to give the Truckers a 19-7 lead. Fourth quarter, after a quick score, Danville would march down the field. Travis Jones runs in to stun the Churchland crowd. GW up 3 with close to 50 seconds left in the game. Truckers on the move. Malek Sexton will roll out to hit Antoine Hayes in the corner, and that was the game winner. Churchland keeps on trucking for the win, 25-22. We'll be right back. The Woodside Marching Band, American Pie, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week. Nansemond River shuts out Kings Fork. Norcom shuts out Deep Creek.
Southampton 24-6 over Windsor. Franklin by 23 over Lancaster onto private schools. Norfolk Christian over Nansemond Suffolk Academy. Atlantic Shores with the win over Portsmouth Christian.
Upsets, overtimes, an exciting night of Friday Night Flights. Katie Collette, thanks for staying up late with us.
I am so glad to be here, Bruce. Had a great time. And don't forget, everybody, go to wavy.com, click on sports, and check out our Friday Night Flights webpage.
Highlights, scores, the top 10 plays from tonight, cheerleaders, and of course the band of the week. Ali Lucia will be here tomorrow and Sunday with the Weekend Sports Wrap. Good night, everybody.